your mama. Hold up 30 deep, and all they wanted to do was to plead with me to apologize to Jane Prince. Jane Prince, f your mama. Your mama. Do you hear me, James Senior? You sent Hit Squad. Y'all had a chance to get me. Honeycomb brazen. I told y'all I was in the city. Told you I was in the bitty. I told you I was in your city. I told you I was in your city. I've been showing you my exits, my locations. Who does this? I don't know. No. They come to y'all city who don't check in and say, hey y'all, I'm in Academy. They wouldn't let me buy my mace. I went to Academy first to try to buy the mace. Cause I know I'm going to 5th Ward. And I know there's gonna be a war, cause don't know who disrespect Rap-A-Lot Records and Mob Card show up in 5th Ward after disrespecting Pimp C. I said George Floyd. I said Rap-A-Lot. I said Jay Prince. Tell you what happened today, boys and girls. I don't know Jane Prince on the nickel. All I know is, don't know run Houston. The sheriff do. Harris County Sheriff run the, not the chief of police. Harris County Sheriff run this. And if sheriff didn't tell me I gotta check in, can't now make me check in, and sheriff ain't said it. Sheriff ain't gave me no stipulation. So why would I check in with a weenie?
Welcome to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Charleston White. Charleston White, Jay Prince Jr. and Jay Prince, they just ran into each other. Everybody knew that it was gonna be a day and a time that it come for Jay Prince Jr. to get his. Out of all the stuff that's been happening over the years and recently, everybody sat there and saw how Duke the Jeweler got knocked off. They knocked Takeoff off. And there was a couple more other people that got like stuff happened to them. Y'all know what happened when NBA YoungBoy got his keys taken and stuff like that. But we know that it was a lot of bodies that was dropped behind Jay Prince Jr. now. They said that Jay Prince Jr., he told Charleston White, why did he even try to pull that stunt? That was a dummy move that he could even try to even pull. I want y'all to hit the like button if you're a fan of Jay Prince Jr. Hit the like button if you're a fan of Charleston White. Regardless of what went down, they bogus because on the footage, it shows Charleston White pulling out a gun. By Charleston White even pulling out a gun, it goes to show that he was already prepared. They already been saying that he wasn't gonna do nothing back. But look what just happened. You see exactly what just transpired. Now, we know exactly how this all go. Charleston White, he said what he said to Jay Prince. Jay Prince sent them boys out there. They caught him in Miami. They caught him out there in Houston when he did his show. Now, we know that a lot of stuff like this happen time after time, but it's gonna be something that come behind this. The feds got a 99% conviction rate. You cannot sit back and say that people ain't doing what they gotta do to stay out the way, because Charleston White, he steady going to places acting like he's safe, when we know for a fact that Charleston White, he talk that real stuff, but he keep going to places that he don't need to be. These people don't like you over there. These people don't want to see you make it. Charleston White, you said something about Jay Prince Jr., Jazz Prince, and a couple more other people, including Mobties, a long time ago when the Duke the Jeweler stuff was going on. Now look what's going on. You end up running into them boys and you did what you had to do, but what's gonna come behind that? The feds got a 99% conviction rate, and y'all putting anything on the internet. We all know that Charleston White, he do his thing. But Jay Prince, they send them people out there. Like at the end of the day, they bogus for what they did, because on the footage, it clearly shows them sitting right there shooting at Charleston White. It shows that. But we know for a fact they won't smoke. That's why Charleston White did what he did. Now Jay Prince Jr. in the hospital. Man, hit the like button and say, get well, Jay Prince Jr. down in the comment section. They bogus for what they did, but we all know how this always ends. Jay Prince Jr., he was in the wrong, because you don't approach Charleston White or nobody else like that. You know all the stuff that you've been doing. Look what happened to Duke the Jeweler. Duke the Jeweler, he went out there to see Boosie. Next thing you know, Jay Prince Jr., he in there with all his homies, all mob ties people. They end up setting up Duke the Jeweler, taking his chains, taking his bags, and doing everything that we knew for a fact that a snake could do. They said that Jay Prince Jr. was the one who had Boosie nephew and one more other person that was with Lil Cam to go out there and do that to Duke the Jeweler. They waited outside for him. But we know that Duke the Jeweler, it's sad that this had to happen to him, but his case gonna get solved, especially because this stuff just happened. Hit the like button if you're a fan of Duke the Jeweler. Drop down in the comment section, RIP Duke the Jeweler. Drop down in the comment section, RIP Takeoff. It's too many people who getting their life taken because of Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. At the end of the day, nobody could say that Jay Prince Jr. ain't doing what he gotta do in the streets, but when you come to the internet with this and you start putting people's lives in jeopardy, a lot of stuff happened behind that. They said that Duke the Jeweler went out there and your people was the ones to see him, and they was the last one to hear from him. Now, I would like to send my condolences out to Takeoff first, and then I would like to send my condolences out to Duke the Jeweler. Regardless of what went down, the evidence gonna show. It's always the truth over a lie. The feds got a 99% conviction rate, and they gonna come back for Jay Prince Jr. regardless of what's going on. Everybody who was there at that dice game with Takeoff and Duke the Jeweler, they gonna eventually get what they deserve, because we know for a fact that they knew exactly what was going on and what was finna happen. Regardless of if they talked about it in advance and then they came back, just like the feds said, they don't care if it started from this day and then it ended on this day. They gonna come and get everybody that they need to come and get. I want everybody to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you feel that they gonna come and get Boosie for what happened, because everything that went down, they know that Boosie, he was the main one who was throwing the event. Once he threw the party, everybody knew that Jay Prince Jr., he had to get, like, the guys there. All of the goons was in there. They was looking at Duke the Jeweler chain, and they kept pocket watching the whole time. At the end of the day, we know exactly what went down. They said that Jay Prince Jr., he did what he did, but everything that he did is all gonna come back on him. Don't cut the camera off. They know what they was doing. Everybody who was right there with Jay Prince Jr. and them, they knew exactly what was gonna go down, but
there have been 3 primary distinct real-world confrontations between Charleston White and the Prince family mob ties, alongside an ongoing digital war. Charleston White has spent years trading verbal insults to Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. online. Their dispute has physically manifested into 3 separate time frames. The Houston hotel lobby face-off in late 2023, where they really got into it, but it didn't evolve into a physical fight because, like, security and people in the lobby interfered.
yeah.
And then there's the Crockett Texas stage brawl in May 2026. So there was a nice 3-year little lullaby. We're gonna let it be, but I still don't like you.
Yeah, but Jay Prince, he never forgot what Charleston White said in 2024.
It really don't matter, because Jay Prince is defending Charleston White is defending the truth, what he said against Jay Prince.
Yeah.
He spoke the truth and they're offended. They don't like their dirty laundry, per se, being aired out.
Right.
And that's what Charleston White's doing. He's saying, like, here's it all for everybody to see. You want to please this person, but do wrong by this person. Here's everything for everybody to see.
Right. He feel that Jay Prince Sr., he be playing both sides, and he be playing one-sided games.
That's why, with the evidence that Charleston White has against J. Prince Jr., he's not even putting it to the local police. He's sending it straight to the FBI because he knows that they have them in their pocket. And there's no point in saying, hey, this happened to me, because it's just going to get deflected into something else.
Every single time. And this is why people go through what they go through. But I don't blame Charleston White, but it's certain things that people do that I don't agree with, but it's certain things that I do agree with because it's only right.
I mean, when you're talking about your car getting shot up simply because you won't issue an apology, like, I'll apologize when I feel like I wronged somebody, so I can understand Charleston White's stance on this. Like, all I did was speak the truth, and you want an apology?
Yeah, he want a full apology because he felt that he humiliated him. And that's why J. Prince singing them and J. Prince Jr. and them going through what they going through right now to this day. Charleston White, he talk all that stuff, he'll pull out mace and all that, but he will defend himself, and that's one thing that any human being will do.
And you can't blame him for that. Like, he's got a lot going on. He's out in the streets. He's maybe not of the streets, but he's out in the streets, and he's doing his comedy, and he's doing what makes him happy in life and what puts food on his table for him and his family. And J. Prince Jr. is a threat to that.
He don't like that. Like, if everything would have went smooth when Charleston White said what he said and nothing would have came about, J. Prince Sr. would have never responded or anything, it would have went totally different. It wouldn't have been as if it's an ongoing beef. For all these years, we know how long this been going on. Everybody know this been going on for a minute.
And because of what? Like, really though? Because I'm trying to make a name for myself, but you're already created a name for yourself. You've got mob ties and everything else. Why do you care what me, little old me over here is doing? I'm not affecting your payroll. I'm not impacting the money flow for you and your tribe. Why do you care if I'm having a comedy show and speaking some truth? Oh, because you're gonna get aired out?
Yeah, some things gonna get exposed that people don't wanna, like, really get out there. You know what I'm saying? Some people wanna hear that type of stuff, but we know exactly what's going on. Charleston White, he fed up with them. And J. Prince Jr., this is why they rushed him to the spot, you feel me? Because they knew that J. Prince Jr., he was the one who always go out there and be a crash dummy. He mentioned in too much stuff, all type of situations, boy.
But at the same time, like, I'm trying to stand on it because, and I think I've said this in the past, don't sit here and say you're the protector of the city while you got people dying underneath of you that you were supposed to be protecting. And that's exactly what Charleston White is calling him out about, is you're, you know, street authority, I believe is the phrase he used, yet people that you swore you were going to protect and keep from harm's way while they came to this city didn't make it out alive. So I feel Charleston White on this one. I really do, because how are you gonna sit here and say you're the protector of the city but are not safe? Events you have are not safe. Theater shows, bowling alleys, dice games are not
safe. Right. It's supposed to be. Like, man, I know this sad, man, but I want to say get well, J. Prince Jr., man. Like, Charleston White, he did what he did, man, but they said that the dudes that was with Charleston White, they was the main ones who made it an open target for Charleston White to be able to even go over there and hit up J. Prince Jr. Like, at the end of the day, this is something we all see happen time after time, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of J. Prince Jr. Let me know if you're a fan of Charleston White. They bogus for what they did, and I hope they get all of them. Everybody that was out there, they saw what happened, and the footage that they dropped is going to eventually show everybody who was involved in it, man. We know what they did to Charleston White for him to even do this to J. Prince Jr. We know this. Everybody saw exactly what went down. And I want y'all to know, let me know where y'all from down in the comment section. This sad, man. And a lot of people know that Charleston White, it's been a long time since he even came out about J. Prince Jr. now. Like, it's been so long.
He's not trying to start a war. He's trying to point out the flaws to prevent a war. Because if J. Prince Jr. and his crew, Mobties and whomever else, continues down the path they're on, where's that going to lead the city?
It's going to lead it down a different path that they didn't expect. Like, we know exactly what goes on.
And we know that a man's man, a man who cares about his hometown, his family, his roots, is going to do everything he can to protect his city, and that's just what Charleston White is trying to do, is draw attention to what is wrong and the flaws and the wars and say, hey, enough.
Yeah, and this is why it's a lot of people sitting back looking at everything that Charleston White doing and saying that, like, he got like a 50-50 vote on it, because people saying that he wrong, people saying that he right, people saying that they don't know what they really wanna, you feel me, go with, because they feel that Charleston White was trolling J. Prince Sr. and then this had to come about. I want everybody to know this sad, man, but this is something that we see happen time after time. It's so many people that be involved in this stuff, and we don't know that they actually like setting themselves up. But Charleston White, he not wrong for what he did. We can actually look at the times that Charleston White actually was right, and Charleston White actually told everybody what was finna happen, and it actually happened. We can look at the times J. Prince Jr. ain't say nothing when all that stuff happened with Ben 10 and the rest of them. He ain't say nothing. Like, for a person to not say nothing, knowing that it's something really going on, that it could actually solve the case or solve the problem, for you to sit right there and act like you don't know what's going on, that means you actually a part of the problem. And when a lot of people are part of the problem, you actually see the real lot of people. People know exactly what they got going on, and people know exactly what comes about when everything hits the fan and everything comes to the light.
Well, you know, you gotta figure too, when Charleston White is being blacklisted and his shows are being canceled because of whatever J. Prince Jr. said, he's going to take it more personal. You're hitting his finances, you're hitting the area which he provides for his family in. I would speak up too. Like, why? Simply because I won't bend to your will and offer you an apology? I'm gonna apologize for something I know I need to apologize for. You want a fake ass apology that don't mean nothing?
Then you gonna get one. And this is why a lot of stuff go on the way that it go on. We know exactly how people felt about Charleston White actually speaking out about J. Prince Jr. doing what he did with Takeoff. We know what he actually felt about doing when everything went, like, actually hit the fan with Duke the Jeweler, because
What are you here for?
I know people were associating me with that Duke the Jeweler situation because I went to LaBusi pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is. I didn't even know he was a jeweler until after his passing. And then the night of that game isn't the night that he got killed. He got killed leaving Boosie concert the next night because somebody tried to rob him. So, you know, the internet play internet games. But this is a situation with a dude that I didn't even know. I ain't know his name. I had no knowledge of him. I ain't know he was from Chicago. I ain't know he was a jeweler until social media started trying to point a finger because he was standing next to me, and it's just unfortunate that something transpired after another dice game, but neither incidents had anything to do with a dice game.
Charleston White, he spoke out about that. Charleston White knew exactly what went down with Duke the Jeweler.
Charleston White has never been naive to what goes on in the industry. But he also don't sit there and just poke a bear for no reason. He pokes a bear when you've done something to him, to his city, or to something that's going to affect his family. And that's when you see this man speak up and speak out. He's had enough. Again, he's literally bypassing the local police and sending the evidence to the FBI because I'm fed up.
Everybody know stuff be hectic, man, when people go out here and don't put their mind on what they need to put their mind on, and they had their mind in the gutter. You gotta really understand certain things ain't gonna turn out the way you think it's gonna turn out. It's only gonna be what you feel me, what they gonna make it be. Like Jay Prince Jr. and Charleston White, it's only gonna be what they make it be. So if they turn up on each other, they turn up on each other. If they don't, and they instantly squash it and make sure that nobody cares, after a little while, you feel me, then it may end up different.
And that's what would be best for everybody at this point. Because right now, you gotta figure Charleston White's looking around the corner going, is there 30 more men over there? Because Jay Prince Jr. is sending out crowds, not just one or two to shake up the boots.
They looking for him.
His concerts, his comedy shows, whatever revenue or venue he is at, they are trying to block his revenue. They are trying to stop his shows from happening. They're trying to stop him from leaving places. He was literally at a birthday dinner when they surrounded his vehicle with 30 men and tried to demand an apology.
Right, and it ain't like they trying to get no money up out of him or nothing. They just want an apology for what he said. And they said that they want him to apologize on camera. Charleston White said that he not apologizing on camera or off camera. Like, you gotta understand, as a man, Charleston White, he feel that by them asking him to apologize on camera, that's disrespect. And you know how Charleston White feel about anybody disrespecting him.
At the end of the day, I'm not taking sides on either one of this because, like, come on, we can handle this a lot better. But there has got to be a way to find peace in all of this. I need to do my work, you need to do your work, and we need to go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Literally. I don't need to see you every day, you don't need to see me every day. We disagree on how life should be lived.
Yeah, that's why I say the way that they did it, man, people gotta open their eyes and realize what's really going on, man. People gotta understand the key facts in this whole situation, man. Things, it always go a different way than how people plan, because some people put out certain things and don't think it's gonna come back. They said that what's done in the dark will come to the light.
Absolutely, and you can only duck